All praise to the Most High, cause he saved me. All praise to the Most High.
Life is more than money.
Ay, when I was a young kid, my pops was locked up. I was so broken inside, ain't have no man in my home. My mama was young, but still had to raise 4 kids on her own. So many nights we cried ourselves to sleep, we was feeling alone. I was waiting for him to return, it felt way too long. I remember them tears I cried every time I would hang up the phone. Ay, my mama was holding on, mama was holding on. She started praying to God, and that's what kept her strong. When she prayed to God, he was there for her, so I grew up going to church. I would pray every day for my pops to come home, but it felt like it never worked. On the outside, I looked clean, but inside of my heart, I was so full of dirt. My lust kept on getting worse, started walking in a family curse. As a young child, I was molested. That lust in my heart started spreading. Inside, I was fighting rejection, so I did anything to be accepted. I thought the world had more for me, so I turned my back on the church and I left it. I thought the church was boring, started exploring, and hell was where I was headed. I let the lust take over me, there was so many hearts that I was hurting. I ain't know where to go, what to do, ain't know my purpose. I was so uncertain. Started playing sports and playing the streets, getting money, I was searching. My mama was just trying to tell me to do the right thing, but I wouldn't listen. I was young and dumb and trying to have fun, it felt good to keep on sinning. I ain't afraid to admit it, deep down it wasn't fulfilling. I felt like I had a hole in my heart and there's nothing I could do to fill it. I was smoking and drinking and popping them pills, I ain't like how I was living. At first I was doing it just to have fun, but then I was really addicted. Every day I was in a casino, I was addicted to betting. I was deceived, I thought I'd just say a little prayer and I would still make it to heaven. I wasn't repenting, my life was depressing. Demon depression, cause I ain't have his presence. Then I got in an accident. I remember being in my room, thinking like, bro, what's happening? Oh, I know I needed change, but I ain't know which way to go. My titi told me how God set her free, and it really gave me hope. So I called on Jesus' name, and he came and saved my soul. Jesus saved me, changed me, now he's just living inside and he's helping me grow. I never thought I'd be his soldier, never thought I would be sober. I was just heading to hell, if I would've died, it would've been over. I had a case with God, cause all of my sin, but he threw out the folder. Never thought I'd be close to God, but we getting closer. I remember coming back to the church with a tear in my eye, still trying to act tough. All I needed was a touch from him, and I found out his love is enough. I felt the presence of God that day, so I really got baptized. Now I'm in the word, every day I gotta keep my eyes on him. Ay, I cannot go back to sin again, I fell in love with his commands. I can't build my house on the sand, he's teaching me to be a man. Now I know who I am, thank God for the blood of the lamb. One day I'll be gone, but I'ma be in the promised land.
Alright, so today was another bullish day, and due to yesterday's daily candlestick Monday, it's no surprise, you know what I mean? I even talked about in my post-market analysis yesterday, along with my daily trade commentary yesterday, how I wanted to see this daily swing high become the next drawn liquidity for higher prices, and that is exactly what happened, right? We saw price trade higher with intention, and then that's that. So for me, as of now, I'm looking for this quarter one high. This quarter one high has been the target for me for the past month or so now, or actually over a month. It's definitely been a target for me for higher prices for a minute. And now, price is finally near that region here. So wouldn't be surprised if the high is taken out this week, to be honest, because based off the way things are looking right now, from a daily perspective, the low of the week may have already formed, on Monday. So we may see higher prices throughout the remainder of the trading week this week. So, yeah. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. All right. So talked about, we had a higher high, higher low, higher high. Talked about this becoming a potential higher low if price takes out the higher high, right? And from a new higher high, in which we are. So now that we have that new higher high being formed, I can confidently say now this is a confirmed higher low. And again, price is in the midst of forming that new higher high. So that is good to see. Let me see. And then we have our break of structure. Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go. All right, so now I'm confident in that, price overall still bullish. We're now officially back in sync with higher time frame order flow, despite, the past 2 weeks or so seeing lower prices. It was just internal structure within overall structure, like I talked about yesterday, yesterday's commentary. High of the month thus far has been taken. So now I can delete this because that no longer applies. What's the 1 hour time frame? Yeah, like I said, this is how the weekly candlestick is looking thus far. And if price keeps it up, then yeah, I definitely believe the low of the week has already formed. Sorry, not Monday, but Sunday at the opening. Like I said, sometimes Sundays will open low of the week / high of the week. Sometimes. Price has to be very bullish. And in this case, it is very bullish. So I want to go over something that I like today. Because when I was at work on the ship, I did look at the charts for a quick minute, not too long. Because I saw how price all right, there you go. I saw how price took out the break structure here. Right? So we took it out before the New York Open. We took it out during Lynn Open Kill Zone. This is the daily swing high, right? Wait, is it daily swing high? 1 second. No, it's not. This is daily swing high. 1 second, real quick. Let me make sure I have this drawing on. Okay, no, I deleted it on accident. My bad. That is my bad. I have this drawn on. Okay, so yeah, back to it. Come on. So back to it. So yeah, this break of structure pretty much is that daily swing high. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. So yeah, the daily swing high, it was taken during the Lynn Open Kill Zone. I wanted to be a part of that trade, but it didn't work out. All good. However, we can still look at internal structure, and if we do, we see that we have this 1 hour swing low, internal structure again to this here, right? And then we can look at our POIs within that region. So for me, this will be the extreme within the price leg, but I'll just do the overall because it's very little. I'll just mark this bearish OB before the bullish close with intent. So I just mark that out. And then what I would do next is place a buy limit here. So expect for price to come back into it. It already did tap into it, but buy limit here, stop loss below the POI. Now I could target just the high for 1.8, but again, I'm confident in that quarter one high, so I'm gonna stick with that. And then so far we are running. So boom. So I'll leave this position on because again, I do believe that the quarter one high is going to be taken very, very, very soon. If not this week, then more than likely next week. Just depending on price action. But for now, I'll leave this here as a pro trend swing entry opportunity. Now, let me go to a lower time frame and see if anything shaped up to get involved, what I just have pointed out. Seems like a lot of manipulation, but let's see. All right, 9:30. All right, so now what I'd be looking for is an internal shift in market structure. But we pretty much already got that though. So if I go here, I look at this as that shift. External high. And then looking for price to pull back into either the decisional, which will be here, but you see price surpassed that. So next would be the extreme. So here, technically. Yep, here. And price did respect that, not once, but twice. So we came into it at 8:30, and then we came into it again at 9:30. So buy limit could have been set there, or just manually execute the position. Stop loss below POI, TP. See what we could have targeted. Well, we could have targeted that daily swing high. Oh yeah, it's right here. 1 second. All right, so yeah, I probably would have just targeted London highs in that case, since you know that daily swing high was already taken. So target London high for 123.75 points. That's been solid. And you can see that ended up playing out perfectly. So, you know, today, if I was present from the charts, I could have possibly made a 9.7 hour trade, which would have been absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that was a trading recap today. Today was absolutely beautiful price action compared to last week. Yeah, last week was just not the week at all to trade personally. But this week so far, I would say price action has been really, really, really clean. And again, I absolutely love, I'm not just saying this because NASDAQ is a buy pair. It's just like I genuinely love when we are in a bullish market because, I don't know, I feel like we're in a bullish market. The price action just, it's much, I don't know, it's just like because NASDAQ is a buy pair, it's like you're always, when you're trading, you know, in a pro trend environment, only taking buys, it's just like, how do I even explain it? It's just, I don't know, it just feels like automatically less resistance, you know, which is what you want in trades. And that's kind of why I no longer take counter trend positions. Like, you know, obviously the trade frequency will drops for me personally because I only take pro trend trades. But at the end of the day, I know, even though right now I don't really have good results for trading, it's like I know long term, like me trading in only a pro trend environment will do me more, you know, justice, you know, at the end of the day. And eventually, like I said, the results will catch up. It's just, as of now, it's just more so, as of now, it's just more so just documenting these missed trades in the playbook section. I'm going to start printing out my charts as well. I'm going to do that this weekend, print out some charts, put them in a binder, things like that. But yeah, besides that, that's pretty much trading day to day. Again, beautiful price action. Tomorrow should be a better day for sure. I should be able to complete my pre-market analysis, morning routine, and so on and so on. Today is kind of just tricky. I had duty today because of the dealership earlier than usual, and then I also woke up on time at 5 a.m. Then I went back to sleep, so I kind of pushed my morning back more than I wanted to. But besides that, though, I'll be back for tomorrow's daily trade commentary.